Hi, this is Josiah Grove and
My name is Beau.
Beau, and we're here to talk about a fun and exciting event that we have coming up at Back to Bliss in a few days. And so Beau here is a specialist in gems, minerals, old school, fantasy, and crystals, and that's really what we're going to talk about in the class. So, Beau, what did we name it, and what is it exactly going to be about?
So I absolutely like the concept. I actually wanted to write my own personal book that I've been working on, to be honest.
Okay.
Just kind of recording the information that I learned and compiled. And I wanted to be better known as Journey to the Center of the Crystal.
Oh my gosh, that's
Just because the work with the minerals, I feel like to better understand them, it takes a multitude of layers.
Okay.
Because naturally, when we see gemstones, we see the first thing we look at, the shape, the color, usually what catches our eye in the sparkles, of minerals. But there's so much going on below minerals, and I would have to say that that's why I kind of it's definitely going to be an interesting route, because a lot of things that you see with learning about crystals and minerals, especially for metaphysical purposes, is it definitely weighs on just that, metaphysics.
Okay.
The journey to the center of a crystal, we're actually looking back to like its crystalline structure, the lattice system, as well as the minerals it makes up and how they were formed on this earth.
Oh, wonderful.
And naturally, I feel as though that plays a heavy role on what a crystal's true power is, from where it came from, how it's born, and how it continues to thrive and grow, or lack thereof.
Right. And actually, you just answered my most important question, is how do crystals work? And it sounds like you're alluding to that in what you want to talk about in the class right there. What else is the class going to be about?
So after we kind of learn and understand the crystals and how they process, we start with its very basic lattice system, and essentially that's how the atoms are going to essentially align and arrange themselves in repeating patterns, which definitely you'll notice throughout the entire workshop, connections to many different other arts. Sacred geometry is a very strong part of it, just because of the nature's repeating patterns. Even at a base level, we can't necessarily see. Then we learn about forming, color, shape, design. So we learn how to understand what a crystal does, followed by we can also explore how to better care for it, how to clean them, take care of them. Because some crystals, like most people will be like, we'll put them in a bowl of water. There's actually a good percentage of minerals, even ones that we wouldn't expect, that are water soluble. I would say there would be other ways that you can cleanse minerals, and also learning the difference between cleansing and charging, because there's also a lot of interpretation of people suggesting cleansing minerals by sunlight or by moonlight, but it's actually almost charging it, because any presence of energy is going to charge a mineral versus cleanse it.
Okay.
And light is a very proponent of energy versus an actual cleansing product. Also learning how to connect energetically with the crystals as well.
Okay.
Being able to sense its subtle vibes and being able to pick up and distinguish it, essentially. So with that, it's really just exploring the versatility, as well as from one side to the next, but also learning to meditate with crystals.
Okay.
And, working with your particular energy centers. I would say that it's also going to be extremely helpful as well, learning how to use in different healing arts. Whether you're working with Reiki, whether it is even less things like massage, acupressure, you'll notice a lot of things that can easily be crossed over in those works. So we'll definitely explore a lot of that too.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Sounds like the class is going to be great. Really what it does. Now, I understand that you have 3 levels of class, and the one that we're going to be offering in Colby is going to be level 1, right?
Yeah, I would actually say, like, from the multitude of class, because there's a lot of content, a lot of information, and I mean, any part of the class that I'm going to be displaying, I literally could make over 3 classes themselves, because there's a lot of information.
Right.
I mean, just geology alone and studying minerals, there's so much. And now we're putting on healing and then the spiritual aspects of it, as well as their energetic. It's just, there's a lot.
Off the charts, right?
So I would say this would very much be a good benchmark for an introductory course, because we're going to touch on all those different subjects. And I do have more advanced levels to really delving deeper into minerals. We can go so far as to what natural elements on the periodic table and their influences in a mineral. And some minerals can be pretty complex.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like like a specialty. So just to finish up here, who would you say would really want to come to this class? Like we've talked about what it's about and some of the great things to learn, talked about how you can use the class, but who specifically should show up? Like if there are groups of people, like who would you urge to show up to class?
I would say there is a variety of different things people are naturally drawn to, and a lot of people they've tried their hand at many different, both metaphysical and holistic type of traditions. And I would say those who either want to learn more and expand their knowledge of crystals, or those that want to explore something new, try another branch of the multitude of things that natural healers do, or even those that want to who have a love for minerals, always been rock hounds, and they want to see a whole new side to it and really brought to life.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so as you can see, Beaux here is really knowledgeable about the topic and really excited to talk about it. So hopefully you'll join us for class. And that's it for now. So have a great day. We'll talk to you later.